Hello, welcome to another project update. So today I have worked on this level in particular. This is called the Deep Woods level. So I have fixed this character's eyes. He's no longer constantly closed. His eyes are into the card. They're not closed all the time. And he does the same thing. You can talk to him. This part's the same. All right, let's keep going. Still no music. It's not a priority right now. All right, so last time there were two instances of this character. There's one kind of standing over there and one standing over here. So previously I was mistaken on what exactly the cause was of that. So so last video I said that there was I think the cutscene version of the character and the actual NPC version of the character. That was not correct. What we actually saw was there were two instances of the NPC version of the character. And well, the way that I handle quests in this game is I have basically a spatial 3D object that serves as like the parent, and it's got like a script attached to it that checks to see if the quest is active. And what's supposed to happen is if the quest is not active, then it deletes itself along with all of its children. And what happened is that wasn't happening, so we ended up with two instances of that character, one being for this quest and one for that was intended to be for the next quest, but that deletion never happened, and now I have fixed that, so now we only have one instance of that NPC. All right, so now if I enter, actually, so I wasn't able to test this yesterday because something interrupted it, I think. So I can walk over here and you'll say, "Huh? Where are you going?" This camera is a little bit weird there. All right, so there we go. Uh, all right, so this is better than yesterday, but I don't know if you hear that, but it seems like there's some sort of I think what's going on is the walk cycle of the actual NP of the actual okay, so what you're seeing right now to the left here is you're seeing a mesh that looks exactly like the protagonist. That's not the protagonist. The real protagonist is currently invisible, but I think that he's still in the middle of his walk cycle, and that's why you hear that footstep sound effect right now. So I need to figure out a way to turn that off. All right, let's continue on. Just ignore that right now. His eyeballs are pixelated. I'm seeing some other issues here now, right now too, because all right, so let's look at the player character's face. You can see that it's kind of pixelated. That is because I need to fix some material references. So what's supposed to happen is there's supposed to be a material that simulates the bilinear filtering on the Nintendo 64. So by default, the Godot engine uses it pretty much just uses your hardware as default bilinear, trilinear, anisotropic filtering systems. But you can turn those off, and then you can. And what I've been doing is I've been using a shader to basically mimic the Nintendo 64 version of those things. And well, it seems like I forgot to apply that to the player's face in at least for. So the real version of the player has it applied, but the cutscene version of the player character does not. So let's continue. All right. So another issue from yesterday is that. Uh oh. I thought I fixed that. All right, never mind then. Anyways. Huh. All right. Well, apparently I was wrong. I thought I fixed this issue, but yeah. So what's supposed to happen now is the next level is supposed to load in, but that didn't happen. Weird. It's so weird. I thought I fixed that, but all right then. Oh, it. Huh. All I had to do is press A. Wow. All right. So here's the next level. And I am noticing some issues right away. So all of these textures are way too bright, and that is a sign that I have the wrong material applied. I do believe that if I walk up to here, I'll just play the cutscene. Oh, the fire is upside down. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that has the wrong materials or the wrong shader. Oh, I don't know if you saw that, but he kind of had dopey eyes there. And we got a missing animation. We got two copies of the same character again. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see how far we can get. Hey, lead the way. Huh. Well, apparently I still have control over the player character right now. Or maybe not. I don't know. So something is alright, so the game faded out, which means that something happened, but I think what happened is the next scene didn't load in properly. But alright, so that is I managed to get a lot farther than I expected, because the reason I didn't expect to get this far is because a lot of this stuff I haven't worked on in probably a few months. And well, what I've been doing is I've been editing scripts and without really going back to see how they affect previously created content. And yeah, I'm kind of surprised more stuff didn't break, but clearly a lot of stuff did break. Like for example, the multiple instances of the same NPC, the same character. Yeah. Anyways, that is it for today's video. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.